What if at entry, your soul's entry into this world is actually arriving at a hijacked station? The only way that I can explain this and how it all fits together, because I understand trauma-based mind control and I have studied and researched what MK Ultra programming is and what all those black book CIA operations have all, and not to kind of enrich myself with like, oh, they're all evil. It's like, no, I genuinely want to figure out how they're socially engineering events, how they're socially engineering transgenerational succession that keeps us buying into the same lies packaged in different wrappings, that if you now get a flat screen television that has got 20 million pixels, your life's going to be better. And we all kind of know that that's not true, but the large swath of people going through the programming system is still so prone to it. And where this begins in our human ecology is at birth. And the primary birth violations that are the trespasses on the sovereignty of the free will of that individual spirited human being. So we're talking about a soul path. But what if at entry, your soul's entry into this world is actually arriving at a hijacked station, where your birth proceedings, when we look at what it should be in the natural order, in the continuum of life, no bright lights necessarily, no, oh, we have to get this baby out before the doctor goes home. Oh, you have to lay on your back because that makes it easier for us to see what's going on. No drugs, no interference, none of that. And then the women that may be listening is like, well, that's not what my birth was like. And I'm not saying that there was anything wrong. It's just that all the forms of unnaturally bringing children into this world has an impact. And where the impact is here, is where that cord and that source connection to life prematurely gets cut. And it gets cut as quick as possible. But the placenta is still life, filled with life and energy and transmission of codes and energy is all still having to come through. The part of what people are looking for them outside of themselves, because we have all ventured out and figured out, who am I? Who am I? The part we're looking for is will. It is our will, because what got cut out from never fully entering our navel port, from where we judge our yay or our nay, is our will. And that will is what people look outside of themselves for, because it was never allowed to properly enter in. And because it never properly entered in, because of a very smart and divisive way to teach humans how birth works in a standardized, westernized, programmed system, we now have our will that knows of its spiritual soul path, that is connected to its spiritual soul journey, that knows who it is. It never got in. Now, that may sound a little bit metaphysical, but I know for myself that when we restore our will, when we lift the stain from our navel port, when we reactivate our will and we start navigating with our willingness, that's when the game starts to change. Because then we realize that not only were we always in control, we were just not able to see it because we were not willing to see it, because we were traumatized, but we step out of victimhood into ownership. And that is a journey. And that's based on trauma-based mind control, something that takes something. What it takes is your willingness. And that will isn't gone forever. And we can never go and reach outside of ourselves to find it, because no television or movie or new sports car or whatever workshop that isn't promising you, hey, I've got will restoration on the table for you. This will be a will awakening workshop for you. I'm hosting one of those, by the way, just on a side note. When the will is freed of the damage and stain and story put over it, and the transgressions of our wills have been freed up, which is just a total liberative process, then all of a sudden we are able to feel again our true north. We are able to listen to those feather brushes, as opposed to waiting for the sledgehammer to come in and knock us from behind. And so I would say, don't study trauma-based mind control. Just start re-enabling your will and figure out how to do that, because not everybody needs to dive that deep. Because human nature isn't about understanding the dark side. It's understanding love and being that and being whole in that. And the way to be whole in that, for me, is really about will awakening, will restoration, so that our navigation becomes either a yay or a nay.